What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Straight Off the Hook. I'm Mikey Slayball, and today we are getting things rolling here in 2025. I have not bowled yet in 2025 when it comes to competition. I did bowl a New Year's Eve sweeper. However, that went pretty rough because I just got over being sick and I just kind of felt like a floundering fish. I guess you could call me the Backstreet Boys because I definitely was not in sync in that tournament there. So today is it's a new day because I've now gotten about a week and a half of practice and really started to work on some things getting ready for this upcoming tour season because we've got at least 3 stops this year. We get the US Open, the Players Championship, and the Masters. So I'm really looking forward to those 3 stops this year. No PTQs, straight into the main field. So definitely excited about that. But today is a little bit different. We are here at Parkway Lanes for the NBA Masters Tournament, which the NBA is the Michiana Bowlers Association, and they host, I think, 9 different events that all travel around through southern Michigan and northern Indiana, and they're all on challenge patterns, and it's actually a really good series to bowl, especially if you're looking to get into more tournament bowling and on sport pattern. It's usually there's 6 games, and you cut to the top 12, and I think they pay out 1 and 4. And it's just a great way for kids to come out and learn how to bowl. They are a style of handicap that's a little bit different. They're not based off of an average. What they are is they're based off of a class. So I'm in, obviously, A class. So I'd be off of 200. So that means anything over 200 is a plus number. Anything under 200 is a minus number. But then they put you in classes. So they have the 195 class, the 190, the 185. And that's how they determine that. But it comes out to be pretty fair most of the time. Sometimes it gets a little you get some lower classes that just run you over, but for the most part, with the challenge patterns they lay out, it keeps things pretty even. So this is a good tournament to bowl. I usually don't bowl these much anymore just because the schedule is so busy, but this one's a little bit different. The Masters tournament here isn't 6 games, it's actually 8 games, and it's a longer format, and this place usually plays pretty tough here at Parkway. So for me, this is like one of those where I really just want to get to it just because it's kind of like a staple in the NBA season. And for me, I'm lucky enough to have 10 NBA titles, and 2 of them happen to be this Masters tournament. So I would love to make that 3 today, get lucky number 11, and just go out and put in some work. Now, today isn't really about winning. Today is more so about fine-tuning. I have made a couple, I won't say swing changes because I'm not really making swing changes anymore. I've made a couple feel changes to help get my hand in the proper position at the top of the swing to allow my release to be more fluid and more rotational. I kind of get cut off sometimes where I can't get the ball to spin this way. It just kind of locks up this way. And that has been one thing I've really been working on. And this past week, I really started to iron some things out, and I feel really good. So although today I'm out here obviously to win, you want to come out and win, today I'm out here to get work done and to get myself as sharp as I can for the upcoming tour season. So I probably won't have a whole bunch of fancy content at this one. My dad's going to come and do some filming for me. My wife is taking care of the children's ministry over at our church, so she won't be over till later. But this morning, we're just going to try to take you guys along for the ride as much as we can. I might throw a mic pack on, you never know, and hopefully we can go out and get ourselves as sharp as we possibly can for the upcoming tour season. So let's get in there, let's have some fun, see what we can do.
No, it doesn't start at 20, it has to start at 25. Oh, get one, please. a bit. All right. That's fine. I don't. Get off of it. Oh, here we go. Shim, shim. Oh, okay.
Or just get it going forward.
I'll chuck a couple over the fronts here and trap it a little bit. I mean, I got nothing to lose. Like,
Yeah.
I made.
You do get to go to a good pair on 19 and 20.
Was that a good pair?
That was my pair. I thought I was about to go to your starting pair. That's why I asked on my phone.
Oh, I got you. I mean, I made 9 of 10 great shots on that last pair, and I shoot 190. I need one. Please. Gotta be. I'm just gonna stay there the rest of the game. Today's the day I snap. Today is the day I lose my mind.
Well, my long pattern blues continues. I have struggled so bad to match up on long, and I actually was able to kind of decipher. Well, I already knew the problem going into this, but I kind of saw it play out today, and that is basically the equipment I take on long patterns, especially ones that we bowl at here in the NBA tournaments and most amateur tournaments. The stuff that I have is just too responsive, and so what it does is it forces me so far left so fast, and then next thing I know, I'm getting the ball to finally get through it, but then it's nothing down lane. Like it's too steep and doesn't get off of it enough to strike. It either flat tens or worse, 2-pin or bucket, and then I miss in trying to, to get it there. Like I try to grab it on a little bit, and it obviously stands up so quick and goes left. So I figured that I don't have really anything in my bag where I have bigger valve angles, like really big valve angles. So like stuff that's like in the middle of my palm when it comes to pin to paps, or when it comes to pin placement. Everything I throw is pin above the bridge. And the reason that is as well, the tour kind of puts you in that scenario all on its own. See, on tour, we bowl on patterns that are much thicker and much more dense, and the volumes are much, much higher. So today, for example, we bowled on 22 mils or 24 mils, not very many, very, very low amount of volume. And on tour, like say at the World Series, I'm pretty sure the lowest amount of volume we had on a pattern was 32 mils. So it's drastic amount, like a third more oil out there on tour than there is at these local events. And on tour, you become accustomed to really trying to get the ball to start up and throwing it into the floor and making it see it. Where in these local tournaments like this, you don't have that problem. Everything hooks 5,000 miles, and you just, you don't have to worry about it. And even on the regional tour, although we bowl on stuff with really high friction surfaces, the patterns they lay out demand bowling balls that are much slower. They're much harder patterns. They don't really want you to have bowling balls that hockey stick or are super, super clean, because the whole idea is to control the front so that way we can control the pocket. Now on patterns like what I bowled on today, I really need something that was clean and slow. So something that was really clean through the fronts and really lazy down lane, something I could really close my angles off with and kind of keep the 1-3 into play. And unfortunately, I just didn't have that in the bag, and that is what it is. Unfortunately, I only went 50 over today, which is very disappointing, because I started 50 over for the first two, and I thought, here we go, this is going to be a good day. And then, unfortunately, I had one bad game the whole day, and that was game 3 on lanes 1 and 2. Just left lane hooked 1,000, right lane didn't hook at all, and I fried out really fast because I fouled, and it was just this whole debacle of a game, but whatever, it happens. The rest of the day, I threw it really, really well, and I told my wife, I said, this is probably one of the most frustrating days I've had in bowling for quite some time, because I thought I threw it extremely well, and I just couldn't get anything going. Like, I remember I think it was game 5 or 6, I was on like the front 2 or 3, and I threw a really good shot, and I left one of those high 4 pins that like the pin starts to come back off the wall to roll it, and I was like begging it to trip the 4 pin, because I needed something to go right. I just needed something to go my way, and it didn't happen. And I think the last 2 games, I think I stuffed 9 3 times, had 4 wrap 10s, and just couldn't get anything rolling. And that's just kind of how my day went. But although the day didn't end up as I wanted, and I didn't make match play or win, the one thing I did see was great progress in my release and my swing. And another thing I've noticed, that since I've changed this feel, this grip feel, trying to get my hand in the right position. If you guys remember, I was having problems with my actually, you can kind of see it right there, that callus on my finger, like blowing up and swelling, and I'm like struggling to clear the ball. That's gone now. I mean, not completely gone. It's still there, still nags a little bit, but it's much, much of a smaller problem than what it was before. So that is awesome. My hand feels a little bit better after I'm done. It doesn't feel like I've been like Hulk grabbing it this whole time. So basically what I've done through this whole like hand fit change thing is lighten the grip pressure a little bit, better hand position to create better rotation, and really it allows my swing to feel a lot freer and a lot longer, which I'm all for, because that means my launch angles are going to be much more consistent, not as steep, and much more controllable. So very pleased with today. I actually threw it extremely well, and after I jumped in quite a bit the last couple games and kind of just did my A game where I was pointing at a spot down lane and I'm just going to zing it as hard as I could, I was actually able to get the ball to do some it was doing some damage. So not necessarily the worst day, just not what we wanted, but hey, it is what it is. It was a good little tune-up. I'm still trying to get back after being sick. Like, I could still feel some things today that I just couldn't, like I couldn't bring the blinders all the way in. That's part of it. But yeah, there you guys go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know this is kind of just a random, not too fun one, but hey, figure I bring the camera along and talk through it. And as we look forward to the next upcoming tour season, we got the U.S. Open coming up in 3 weeks. Figured might as well give you guys an inside look at what's going on and how we're getting ready for it. So we still got, I think, 2 or 3 smaller events coming up here before we head out to the U.S. Open that I'm going to take as a opportunity to really sharpen up. But other than that, I'm going to keep working on staying in the gym, keep working on the nutrition, and mentally just keep sharpening things up, while at the same time, too, enjoying the luxuries I have here with my beautiful wife and our awesome home, and just kind of just staying in the moment of each day and get ready for the U.S. Open. So I love you guys all. Thank you for all the support. Keep everything straight off the hook. I'll see you next time. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to all the sponsors. Make sure you go support Motive Bowling, Jopo Grips, Zello Gear, and Genesis. They are awesome. They are great people. They're great supporters of me. Go support them, all right, guys? And make sure when you go to Zello Gear, use ToeTap119 when you check out to get a discount off your purchase, all right? See you guys.